How's it going, guys? We are back again, and we're just filling in for all the news that we missed while we were away. So, we've got the Battlin Boxers.
The punch support.
I mean, it's not the One Punch Man of Yu-Gi-Oh, but it'd be nice if it was.
Anything but that's what UCT's for.
It's Gren. He's even red.
No, that's more of a... Oh, can't think of an analogy, really.
It's either that or Equimax, the Note Pony.
Yeah, no, I agree with Echo, actually.
So I don't know anything about Battlin Boxers. They were in my stint of not playing, so...
Burning Knuckler Uppercutter.
It's Battlin Boxer Uppercutter.
Burning Knuckler Uppercutter. No,
Burning Knuckler, kind of.
Why didn't we get that name?
But either way, would you like to take the lead on this one?
All right. So what I remember as a kid is this deck, like, occasionally saw some experimentation. I was still very young when this was out, so hopefully what we get actually improves on that strategy.
Yeah.
So we have Knuckler Uppercutter. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. So, if this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one Battlin Boxer monster or one counter trap from your deck to your hand.
So it's Stratos.
Yeah, Stratos for all the Battlin Boxers,
Hanzo.
and can grab a spell speed 3 thing.
It's Hanzo, but doesn't miss timing. Can I just have this in Ninja, please?
No, you can't have anything nice in Ninja. You just have a ton of support. Plus, he's actually, fight instead of, hide away face down. Anyway, if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can activate one of these effects. Special summon one Battlin Boxer from your grave, so rotate one in while you tag out. And then set one counter trap from your graveyard.
That's kind of cool that they've actually got a little, tag in.
Yeah. So, it's pretty good recursion, and Stratos never hurts.
I also absolutely love that counter traps are a thing.
Well, because it can search assault counter, there might be something stupid there. That you could possibly you could possibly play that out a little bit.
Have a quick look at assault counter.
It's more so it's a card that you need in hand for a combo, but I think you don't actually want to draw that card. Or am I thinking of the wrong card? Activate when you control an assault mode.
Assault mode.
Ah, right. So maybe something silly. It was the wrong trap. I was thinking assault mode active was what I was thinking of. Yeah. But either way, searching counter traps, spell speed 3 actually adds a lot to any deck strategy, because you can't negate it normally. So
unless you've got another counter for the counter.
So next one, Chief Second. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. So the second effect, once per turn. When an opponent's monster declares an attack and you control a fire or warrior monster, so, well, not even going to go into the synergy there. You can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do negate the attack, then banish one monster on the field until the end phase. So actually,
bit OTK-ish.
Can be. Battle phase based effects aren't usually the best. We don't want to repeat of War Rocks.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the second effect's better. So during your main phase, you can normal summon one Battlin Boxer in addition to your normal summon set. So if you can have this card on top of what you've already got, like maybe as a one-off, so it's an extra summon while it's on field, and then you can also search it and just have the benefit of the battle phase. So hang on, when your opponent's monster declares... So it's restricted to when your opponent's monster declares an attack.
Oh.
So, to be honest, even just as a one, it would only be really a name.
So it's really only this double summon effect.
Yeah,
like
so it's take it or leave it, really. I don't see List playing that. So then we have Battlin Boxer Promoter. So we have... you can only use the first, second, and third effect once per turn. So 3 effects in one card. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate any of this card's effects except Battlin Boxer monsters. So restriction to Battlin Boxers depends on how good the support is. This card can be broken or it can really hinder this deck.
Yeah.
If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, right?
Sidra.
But that effect alone locks you in.
Yeah.
So 3 summons alright. Contribute summon this card, special summon it to 2 Battlin Boxers with different names from your deck. So that's what I was on about with like maybe another name for the cards. So so an E-Telly for 2 is really good.
Yeah.
But fragile to Ash. But the best thing about this card is that you can special summon it, and if you're a hard go second strategy, it's not going to end your turn if this card doesn't resolve. You can banish this card from your grave, increase or decrease the levels of all Battlin Boxer monsters you currently control by 1. Now, the sad part about this...
Do you know what I've noticed as well? If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon it from your hand. So it's not only if your opponent controls a monster. So you can make your plays, bait some stuff, then drop this.
Yeah. You can hard make this and then use its effect.
Yeah.
But the only downside I'm seeing to this is the decrease. So I don't know if they have any like rank 3s they can abuse, but the fact that they're locked into the Battlin Boxer effects, they don't have a rank 3 they can abuse with that decrease. Not really going to be beneficial.
Mediocre 3?
I'm not. No, that's 4.
It's a 4.
And then the increase, we're seeing right now the rank 5 below it. Hopefully this card is pretty awesome and will, that card will break the deck. So let's see. So we have a generic 3 level 5 monster XC, so it's quite expensive in terms of how easy it is to make. Quite beefy attack, gains 200 attack for each material, so it's never going to be on just 2/6. So we're looking at 3/2 at maximum, because it does restrict yourself to 3 level 5s instead of 3+.
Yeah. But 3/2's pretty fine.
Yeah. Once per turn, if your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, so pen summon included, quick effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, and if you do, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster or monsters.
Solemn Judgment.
So Solemn Judgment, can't complain about it. The only problem with this is it might be restricted to inherents, because it's not covering effect to summon.
I've got you.
So it might just be inherents that this covers.
So if you were to pill something out, or if you
I don't think it'd be touched. But the good thing about this is because it's generic. Like if a level 5 strategy cropped up that could easily pump out the monsters, this would be a nice little piece to go on the end board.
For like maybe Dark Warrior shenanigans.
Yeah, possibly. If this card has number 79, Battlin Boxer Nova Kaiser, so it's an old XE as material, gains this effect once per turn when an attack is declared involving your Battlin Boxer monster and your opponent's monster. You can send one Battlin Boxer monster from your hand or deck to the grave, and if you do, attach that opponent's monster to this card as a material. That is a broken effect.
So I am assuming to access that, you're probably using Rum, though.
Yeah, to be honest, we're not... Well, I don't know how you would attach it or get it underneath it. They would have to have a way, but that effect's really good. So if they have a way, then that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the next one. So we have a generic level 2 level 4.
Dempsey.
King Dempsey, yeah. Pretty good name. If this card is special summon, you can take 1 level 4 or lower Fire Warrior monster or Battlin Boxer spell or trap from your deck. Either add it to your hand or send it to the grave. So probably some silly stuff you can do with Fire Flint Lady, or even just any decent Fire Warrior monster, possibly Infernoble. But I'm not sure how easily.
And that doesn't seem to lock you.
Yeah, no. It's only that promoter that locks you.
Yeah. So, okay.
Depending on how easy it is to make, they could use it, but it seems a bit wasteful. But the one Battlin Boxer spell or trap, really good, because they can just add search counter trap if it's any good.
Yeah.
Quick effect, you can detach 1 material from your XYZ monster. If you do, your opponent cannot target Battlin Boxers. So I guess it's more so you leave this out, you wait for your opponent to burn a targeting effect, and then you can chain that to go, no, you're going to have to work a bit harder. So, next card.
We've got
Cross counter. A counter.
Which is a counter trap.
When your opponent activates a monster effect, sad that it's only restricted to that. Destroy 1 Battlin Boxer or number XYZ monster you control. So 1 number as well. Pretty good.
Numbered?
One of them is.
Yeah.
But it's more so that a lot of the other strategies could probably just play this at 3 as a free counter trap. If you do negate the activation, if you do destroy that monster. But you've got to destroy 1 of your Battlin Boxers, but they all gain effects from leaving the field through card effect. Or some of them do anyway.
You could probably do stuff with like an interesting little engine of just this doesn't lock you, does it?
No.
So if you don't need your normal,
just grab the counter trap and continue playing Utopia cards.
Yeah, and it's rotorable.
Yeah. So then...
So might be a nice little boon to Utopia. And then we've got the reprint, which...
Then you can special summon Battlin monster from your extra... There we are. So then you can special summon one Battlin Boxer monster from your extra deck with a different name from your destroyed monster. And if you do, attach this card as material.
That's pretty sick. That's actually really funky, and I'm seeing a generic line.
Yeah.
So,
pretty nice.
Again, I'm seeing a lot of this stuff make more sense in like Dark Warrior.
Yeah.
Because they can just, whatever you want to do, that deck will do it. It might be fragile, but it can do it.
So we have some nice reprints. Head guard. So send one battling monster from your deck to the grave.
Foolish on normal.
When this card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card.
Glassjaw.
Hence the name. When this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target one battling monster from your grave. Alright, so I guess you wouldn't play Glassjaw. If you did, it would be a name, but at least you can proc the effect and reborn a Battlin Boxer. So it would only be a name. When this card is normal summon, target one battling monster from in your graveyard, special summon it. So yeah, free
reborn.
Yeah, free reborn.
So switch hitter. A lot of the stuff is like on normal though, and this is the
Nova Kaiser.
Yeah.
Once per turn, you can attach one battling monster from your grave, hand or grave. This card gains 100 attack for each XYZ material. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card effect or battle, sent to the graveyard, you can target one level 4 or lower Battlin Boxer monster in your graveyard. Up to the number of XYZ materials this card had on the field, special summon those targets.
So, from everything we've seen, this very much seems like
Recur everything.
The rank up magic.
Yeah. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Target one Battlin Boxer monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in face-up defense position. Only activate this once per turn. Okay.
Reborn with extra steps.
If
searchable, I guess.
So, lead yoke. If a Battlin Boxer monster you control will be destroyed by the card effect, attach one material from this card instead of destroying one of those monsters. When an XYZ material is attached from this card gains 800 attack.
Now, lead yoke was not on the reprint list, but it is this was like the payoff for Battlin Boxer back in the day, wasn't it? But we're not really back in the day anymore, so
yeah, with the format going 90 mile an hour around this strategy, this would have been helpful 4 years ago.
Yeah, but we'll see.
We'll see what it does. We'll see what people come up with. If they do some crazy Fireflint Lady stuff, then ouch.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. But yeah, that's been Battlin Boxer. That's been us. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, join the Discord, do all those good things. Watch the other videos. It really helps us out. Do you want to ring the bell?
Do I want to ring the bell?
Do you want to ring the bell?
I'll ring the bell. Ding, ding.
It's the tie of the Eiger, it's the fight of the thrill, up to the challenge of punching people in the face. Rah.